Hey, good evening, LinkedIn. Dave Wilson Results, Staffing, Social Media. Be right back after this great commercial. Tell you what, I feel like I'm in a movie theater with that. That is some intro. I tell you, it's great for $17. That's all it costs. Hey, tonight, everybody, I haven't talked about this subject in a while, but the applicant screening and skill assessment for the video resumes, right? Listen to it again. Applicant screening and skill assessment. That's the most important thing I want you to remember on this. And I want to take you through why you want to utilize, as a recruiter, the applicant screening process here, because it will save you so much time. I'm telling you, if, for example, right now, this is not a joke. Now, Joy C, if you're watching, right? If she's watching, I posted a job and she now says, thanks for reaching out. I'd like to learn more. She's available tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I'll talk to her about the video resumes, right? Send it to her with the questions. She'll upload her resume, send it back. Now, Vic, this one's for you. So this one's going out to Vic. So think about how easy that was. Let's see. Murray Sharma. Here we go. SEO expert, digital marketer, and Tuvia. How's it going, buddy? So think about that. I'm looking at Joy C. I don't want to say her last name right now. She's asking me if 10 o'clock tomorrow morning is okay. Perfect. I'll set her up for the applicant screening and skill assessment. So it's for a position that I posted. So I'll talk to her on the phone. We'll talk, explain the process, and send it to her. And what I mean by that is we send out 4 questions. 4 questions, right? Gear it towards the position that you're looking for, right? Don't make it over complicated, but because you're really trying to get the interview, So, hey, good evening, sir. So that's the purpose of this, is to get the interview. And how it's easy is, like, when I post a job, I'll put, let's just say a forklift driver, assume, right? Must have forklift driver experience, right? Mandatory. Keywords. You design the position before you send it out, right? It matches to their resume at a percentage. That's what I like about it, because I get less resumes because you're not just a PDF. That's what I like about it. You're not a PDF. Then I get like 200 if I don't utilize this for that. For professional services and actually any type of industries, it's fine to use for. So because it gives you a great database you can choose from. And it's so easy as long as you complete the process. All right, because I have sometimes I get 16 people that want to utilize it. They do great. They do great on the resume. It looks great. And all I have to do is send it to the clients that you're looking for employment. That's it. It comes out from Duck and Al, nice presentation from me, to an email, even to a text. That's the best part. And Tuvia, they've actually today launched it for the iPhone. There's an iPhone app now for Duck and Al. So that's a game changer, because a lot of people, if you don't have your laptops working, and if you're not around your laptop, you can do this with utilizing your iPhone. So no changes, right? You upload your resume to the link, send it to you. It gives you a code. You type the code in, set your iPhone up, and there you go. That's how easy. So hopefully Joy will qualify for this job. Now I also have Wesley C. I don't want to say his last name. This is how easy it was to be. So I went back on social media last night and I wanted to reopen some of the jobs that I had. And I saw a CNC machinist. I figured they're always looking for him. So this was back in May. So I reactivated it. And then I get Sunday, I get a call from a guy saying for the CNC machinist. And I was like, wow, from there. I was like, all right. That's a good skill. Called him, talked to Wesley. I just got done. And I don't like to, I like to show the truth here. So Wesley called, already sent his resume to the company. But right here, he didn't receive it, so I had to send it back, right? Now it said sent. I will look. His video resume is completed, which, remember, applicant screening and skill assessment. I don't want Vic to yell at me. Ducking out. So applicant screening. So right there, his video, after all I did was interview him, right? For direct hires, if you're looking to utilize this, goes to the company in Lebanon, PA tomorrow. And with COVID, they like to utilize Zoom to interview their candidates. So think about that. All I did was post the job, talked with him, very skill qualified. He matched over like 70%. Boom. He did it. It looks great. Wesley, if you are watching, it looks great. So I'll send that now, and that's all it takes. And then they're going to interview him, and he can get a job. I'm wordless. Think about that. Same thing again with Joy. I'm going to say it right here. Vic gave me a job over in Texas. Joy, 10 a.m. does work. So I'll let you know that right now. I'll message you back with 10 a.m. does work. So you're not just a PDF. That's what I like about it. It eliminates unconscious bias. You know, it really does. It helps because you're getting the same questions. You hire the candidate based on conscious reasoning instead of intuition. So that's one of the things that I like about it, because you really get to see a candidate that you might not seen before. I've had some people, like the ones that have a hard time doing it are the best, because after they get it done, they're like, all right, that wasn't too bad. It was fun. And you just want to do a couple things. I just want to go over a couple things with you that'll really help you out. Number one, smile. And don't worry about looking at the camera or the iPhone now app. Listen, I live on this thing. I don't know. You can mess up. Who cares? That hiring manager gets to see this, but dress the part. And what do I mean by that? I think everybody knows. Dress the part of what type of position you're filing for. That way, it looks very professional. Find a quiet place, somewhere where the dogs and the cats and the kids and everybody just take it out, because it's only going to take you about 15, 20 minutes. That's it. And then speak up loud so you can hear, because sometimes it's very low. Prepare yourself, right? The questions I give you can give think time. So picture this, 4 questions, right? 4 questions. Now I got your attention, to you. You're listening. Tell me about your background or employment, right? 10 minutes, you click, you get to think of that. 10 minutes. You can make it 5, whatever you want, okay? It's blurred. Then you get 2 minutes to answer it. Done. If you don't take the whole 2 minutes, so what? Don't. Submit. I'll give you 10 times to retake it. So it's kind of fun. And if you need more, I'll send it back to you and do it again until you really feel confident. But don't overthink about it. So what I like about that is the next one was real simple. Why would you be a good fit for our company? You design the questions. Listen, these are just basic, right? But in a special, like if you're looking for a real skill set, you can actually set that up with no think time. So that's really good with no think time, because think about it. If you're a nurse and the first question is, I don't know, just nurse stuff, right? That was supposed to be funny to you. So you would design a question that they should know. So as soon as that opens up, right? If they don't know it, they don't understand the job. They're not qualified. And you can tell that. You can tell that by their answers. And also when they're taking the skill assessment test, There's a way that you don't have to worry about it. You can't bait and switch. It watches you taking your test, snaps it, right? So this way, the candidate is the true candidate. That's what I like about it, you know. And prepare yourself. Just talk to yourself in the mirror. I don't know. Put something up there in front of a webcam, or do a video on Facebook or something with your friend. Just say, ask me some questions, something like that. All right, that usually helps. So let's see. That's what I wanted to say. That makes it a lot easier, and a nice background. Something. Listen, in the living room, sitting on the couch. You know, a couple pictures in the back. You know, something representative. I don't like really seeing no kitchens and no dishes in the sink. Think about it. Think about what I just said there, because you really see some, and that is where I started to send out a PDF now of just some really good hints, you know. And your body language is really, if you're going to sit back and, you know, you're going to just put your hands different ways, just represent yourself well. That's it. And smile and be yourself. You're not a PDF. Especially one of the questions I like to ask is, if we were to ask you, like say Tubi, if we were to ask your family and friends, what would they say about you? And you have 1 minute to answer that. Think about that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So you laugh. And then one of the questions I have on there is like, what is something we want to learn about you that's not on your resume? You should see some of the skill sets that people have that do for hobbies, that the hiring manager gets to see that while they're looking at that, because all I do is then send this to the hiring managers. Then they can send it out in their departments and see if everybody likes to have them come in. So think about all the time saving. That's what I want to hit on this last couple minutes. Time savings for that. You know, you're sitting there, you're waiting for your candidates to come in because you only have a resume. They come in. Usually within the first 2 to 4 minutes, you're really going to know if you're going to have an idea whether you're going to at least go to the next level. So you've already seen the candidates. So when they walk in, there they are. But with normal interviews, what happens like 15, 25, 30 minutes, and you know they're not qualified. Now you're trying to be professional. So you just took 25, 30, 45 minutes out of your day. I'm serious. Out of your day, you've taken 40 or 45 minutes. But by utilizing this here, it saves me so much time. I am telling you. And it's actually integrated with the job board. So I put it on Career Builder, right? So that percentage is with the keywords goes in there. So I don't get bombarded, because how many times you send out your resume, you don't hear nothing, right? Now, here's the best part. So Vic is the CFO. He's a great guy. And listen, Duckenau really listens to you when you want to give him an idea. So what I like about it is when I send the hiring manager a video, right, it gets eliminated and disappears in 7 days, erased. So 7 days that hiring manager only has you for. So for people talk about privacy and everything like that, but it's eliminated. So that's a really good function. The next one is the best. When he did this, I thought it was amazing. Is when I opened up a person's resume on Career Builder, you don't know it, right? You don't hear nothing. I applied just for like 6 positions over the weekend because I like to see what their process is. I didn't hear anything back, and I even put in there some good stuff. I thought I'd get a call, but I didn't. But think about that. Now, when I send that to the hiring manager to the company, the next day I'll look, and under active, it's pretty cool. I can say how many times your video resume was watched. And think about that. So I can take a snapshot with a screenshot, I've done it, and just send it to the candidate and say, look, Coca-Cola opened up your resume 10 times. That's ideal, because then you know, especially when you see it's been shared like 5 or 6, 7, 15, 20 times like that, then you know they're going to be interested. They're probably going to reach out to you. So that's the main thing I wanted to talk about. And it's also ADA compliance, SOC2 compliance, data privacy consent that you don't have to worry about. So don't do it. Do it. Try something different. because if you do your homework with myself, right? Here, and I talk too much. So when we're all completed, like Wesley is done, right, with a CNC machinist. Let's say if Wesley doesn't get that job, okay? I think he's going to. So I talked to him last night. I said, well, now it's time to go to work. So now bring me some jobs. Let's start looking for some jobs on the job boards. Let's start getting cell phone numbers, which I can send it to your cell phone and text it to a personal cell phone, and try to find their personal emails or work emails. It's a non-PDF. It doesn't get spammed. So it's a nice introduction. So think about that. That is just the best thing about it. And if you send it to me, if you do what you're supposed to do, send me the jobs, send them. If you don't, you call back in 2 weeks and say, did you find me something? No, I didn't, because you didn't send me anything. Now, if I only have like 5 or 6 candidates, I can take the time when I'm on the job boards in the morning and check and say, I'm going to send that. But best part of this is, get this. So 3 months when Brenda had a job, she didn't get the ones that she applied for customer service. So we were able to find one. That was a couple weeks ago. We have that in the database already. So we call her and say, Brenda, hey, there's this position open. She's like, oh God, thank you. Yes, apply for it. And so we did that, and she ended up getting the job. So I have access to it for forever, or if you want to redo it, and especially with the testing. So, all right, enough on this. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Where is SEO expert and digital marketer? Good evening. Murray Sharma, how you doing? Thanks for coming on, and Tuvia, appreciate it. We'll talk to everybody soon.